got it going on in here. Drop that off, sir. Daddy, is that you? Open the door, son. Just let that boy breathe. I'm not gonna lose my race. You know what, bro? You grow. Black Dad Cast.
Was looking fresh though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cool.
See my nigga here, this shit. That's splat.
It's the splat.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I figure we come out these covidian streets, I might as well do my plan off.
Because niggas don't never get a chance.
But hold this all 2020.
Motherfucking shoes in the closet.
Held them up like this for you left
Yeah,
out.
I'm a killer with this shit.
Alright, man. Yo, it is season 2. We are back, the Black Dad Cast. Man, I'm excited. We are here together. Surprise!
Back in
Hey,
the
live and in effect, baby.
So, man, we thought we'd do something special for season 2 to start it off. Bring everybody together. We could do this little taping. You know, it's always been a little intimate setting. Talking niggas, chopping it up. You know, just us four. Us three and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, man. Figure we bring them from behind around, put them in front now, man. Make it easy for y'all to see.
So, again, thanks for all the support in season 1. All of the words of affirmation, all of the comments, the posts, the shares. It really meant a lot. And we are inspired by it. And we're going to keep going, keep sharing our stories, keep sharing all of the different topics that, you all bring to us, all of the different questions that you all bring. And, man.
It's going down.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get season 2 going for y'all. We motivated, we inspired, and it's gonna go down for real.
Yeah, man. I think the greatest thing about this, man, is just the feedback that we've been getting, man. It's been keeping us pushing forward with wanting to put out more content. So I'm super excited, man. Glad Bowden was able to get down here.
Yes, sir.
And very thankful for this nice studio, Sweet Shots. We appreciate y'all.
Houston, Texas.
For letting us use y'all studio, and hopefully put something great out today, man.
Absolutely, man. So we back for season 2. What was y'all favorite part of season 1? I know we got some favorites.
Man, season 1 for me, bro. I think it's just the first episode, and I don't have like a moment from season 1. You know what I'm saying? It's just us getting together and talking about our stories and seeing how so similar they are. And for me, when I seen it, I was like, this is gonna be something special. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all coming from similar backgrounds, similar stories, similar lives, and struggles. So just that episode alone, I knew we was gonna have something special. So that's what I got.
Yeah, man. I think crazy part is episode 1, we jumped off the curb, right? And we had on the same gray shirts.
We did.
Here we are, season 2, with the same shirts on again. I don't know if this is tradition or not, but we got a new little logo, man. We got a new little something, man. So
shout out to Craft Tape for the merch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll put the link in bio how you can contact me.
Yeah, man. I think one of my favorite moments though was when Bowden talked about the cutting of the end of the turkey.
Oh yeah.
Put it in, man. I just felt that analogy through and through, bro. And I thought about it over and over, and I said, man, that blind faith, bro. Yeah. I think that was probably one of the most influential quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because we just ain't have enough room.
Yeah.
Bro. To the side.
One thing we know for sure,
My
man.
wife is alive.
One thing we know for sure, that boy Ryan gonna cry.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's a
He's
crowd.
gonna go down.
But that was actually one of my favorite parts when we got to talk about, some of the pain and the struggles that Ryan and his wife have been like very gallantly just striding through. And talk about a situation, with their child, and that for me, just to be able to open up and talk about those types of situations, I think is powerful for not only us, but for people that were listening. So that man, I thought about that for like 3 days straight, just on my mind, just like, man, just thinking about the things that they're going through, and people are like them that are going through that same type of situation. It was powerful.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a great season 2, but for anybody that hasn't checked out the episodes of season 1. Please go back, take a listen, give us your feedback. We want to get better. We want to have some guests eventually coming on the show, man. We want to get some girl dads on the show. We want to get some older fathers on the show, man. We got some experiences that we haven't been through that we would love to hear from other people, man. So for sure, man, I'm super excited about this season and ready to push it forward for sure.
Absolutely. So man, what's on the docket first, man? I know we still trying to stay out of these covidian streets right now, but
Man,
what's big in y'all world?
oh man, it's been the same old, but you know, just trying to progress. As the son gets older, he's learning different things. He's in the mimicking phase right now, so like everything I say, he wants to mock me and copy me. So I have to really be careful on what I say and what I do now. But it's funny until it ain't funny, and then you got to get on it. Especially when it's time to go to bed, bro. It's the worst when it's time to go to bed, bro.
Every excuse, boy.
Oh man, my back hurt. Oh, my big toe itching. Daddy, I cut my calf. Can I get a Band-Aid? Get in the bed, man. Get in the bed.
How you cut your calf?
No.
What was you doing?
He's walking around like this. Oh, come
Every
on,
time
dog.
I turn around, it's time for me to go to bed.
Yep.
Sit on it.
Look, we met yesterday.
Hey, yeah.
And he in the car just banging his headphones on the back seat.
Like, bam,
he
bam.
want to get out of his car seat, man. I almost game one in the parking lot, man.
Hey, man. Holy,
Man, that's crazy. It's funny because Caleb is he questions everything, and I want to get mad at it.
Yeah.
Like, stop asking all these questions, son. But that's me, so I can't. I can't be mad at it. You know, as soon as we put on the jacket, where are we going?
Oh man.
Can we go here? Or what is that? Or what is it? And I'm like, I'm glad that you're inquisitive, but son, you got a max 5 questions an hour. Like, you didn't ask 26 in the first 4 minutes of this hour. You gotta give me a break. Exactly.
We ain't got in the car yet.
Yeah, we ain't got in the car, son.
Man.
Yeah, so I love it, but you know, it's that patience. It's building up that patience in me, man, and I'm starting to appreciate, like we were talking about, the process of different things, and so I'm watching myself go through this process of building up more patience, and it starts with my kids, and it's moving on to other people who I typically don't have patience for. I'm gonna give them a chance.
Yeah, I thank God got all the jokes, you know what I'm saying? Because I know me, like, before I had Roman, man, well, I ain't have nothing. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Before that boy got on this earth, like, patience was,
Man,
Hair on your skinny chin.
salt, baby, you know what I'm saying? Just a little sprinkle, dog. And I remember praying, like, always praying for patience. And then he's like, okay, I got something for that. So this brand new baby boy, and he tries it every single day. You know what I'm saying? But it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you can get that, if I can get it right at home, and I can deal with all them questions and all that, daddy. If I can get past that, then y'all can stay. Y'all got a chance out here. If I can get right at home, so straight up, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that boy drive me. That's my dog.
They do it all the time. They trying to figure out where they at on that food chain.
Straight up.
If you don't get them now, somebody else will. I'm gonna get mine.
So transition a little bit away from not so much fatherhood, but world news. Let's just transition towards it. Y'all been paying attention to what's going on with the whole Robinhood game?
Man,
I got bread in Robinhood, of course.
Man.
What's going on with them?
What was that?
So, I mean, long story short, the hedge fund manager said shorted the GameStop stock. So
They couldn't pay their people bill.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So a bunch of investors got together on Reddit, drove the price up, and made the hedge fund lose billions of dollars. I mean, as of right now, GameStop back down to $7 a share or something.
Man.
But it was a big event, and it kind of challenged the status quo of what the normal see the stock market.
Yes.
Right.
And so that made me think about how we talk to our kids and our family and stuff about investing. So what is your plan on the investment, teaching them about money and how to like interact with money from an early age?
Man, so it's crazy, man. I was having this conversation, you know, I don't want to get long-winded, but just the process of how our parents and our grandparents think. When we was growing up, we was taught go to school, go to college, get a job. That's what you taught, right? But my mom didn't go to college. Did your mom go to college?
Associate's degree, so yeah, but yeah.
Okay, so they don't really know like the process of college. I talked to my grandmother, and she talked about her struggles with just education within itself. You know, she grew up in Tennessee. There was no school buses to pick her up. She would have to walk miles. She walked miles on train tracks just to get to school, just to read hand-me-down books. So you talk about somebody that raised somebody who was trying to get education but wasn't afforded the right to do it. You know what I'm saying? And she graduated, and that was the thing for them. We want to have the same opportunities educationally to that white people have. Right. So you think about that being passed down to your parents. They go to school, graduate, but they didn't go to the next step. So for us, it's like go to college. Well, we're not taught credit, financial aid, and how that all affects, you know, how we, you know, get a house now, buy a car now, because all this debt is on us. So investing and things like that was not something that was taught to us. So now going forward, because we went through that experience and have student loan debt and all that type of stuff, you know, you talk to your kids now, you know, as soon as they become a teenager about, you know, credit cards and how to do this and how to do that. So for me, it's more just, you know better, you do better type thing. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've been through my experience, I would love to have, you know, some funds just set aside for my son as he gets older when he becomes an adult, so that I can at least set him up in the beginning parts of his life financially okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm saying all that to say is like each generation is learning something new. So it's a progressional thing. Our grandparents, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Our parents knew only so much, and now we got afforded the ability to go to the next step. And our kids are going to teach their kids something completely different. They're going to probably say, we didn't teach them this. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin or whatever the next thing is. Anybody know Bitcoin? We're going to be rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be something out there, but I just do believe that, you know, as long as we continue to educate ourselves, learn about the stock market, what's going on with it, you know, have our 401ks, have our savings accounts, things like that, I think it'll help progress, you know, with the mindset. I think it's a mindset.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be the same thing. So I'm learning stuff every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, I'm coming out, I know every single thing, but as I'm learning, it's all right, well, put that in the Rolodex, so when you get up in the age, I can tell them this. You know what I'm saying? But just like you said, you know, our parents didn't teach us certain things. So like, damn. So it's kind of, you kind of feel like you starting behind in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you behind the curve. And just setting our kids up to where, just like you said, bro, like we was out here struggling and we put in that groundwork, so you don't have to worry about it. You just get the ground running. Setting aside bread, teaching them the concept of money, like you don't burn all your money up. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're gonna pay something back, pay something back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you got, bro. You got your word and credit. Your credit is down bad out here.
Down bad.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got millions in the bank?
Yeah,
you better have some solid credit, bro.
Because I was running to that where what you run into is you go to these car dealerships and you get the interest rate they want you to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't have a choice. Like, you ain't got no car outside. Like, okay, it's either you gonna drive and take this credit rate, this interest rate, or you gonna be walking. Like, which one you want to do? So you got your hands tied from the jump. Like, and it's, you know, no shade on mamas. Like, you know better to do better. You know what I'm saying? I see a bill come in the house. Shit, I ain't paying this. Put this shit on my credit. You know what I'm saying? Put this shit on my credit.
See you in 7 years.
Right. Yeah. it's like, all right, you know, you say you take this bread, pay that back. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I didn't really get serious about credit until I was about like 25 or 26.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about, I'm damn at 30, like, not really having that conversation, like doing taking, you know, credit serious. So I had to struggle with interest rates. Man, I got one car, man, and I had an interest rate of 21%.
Oh, Jesus.
Man.
20. Turning around.
20
Turning around.
So
$1 million
right.
Minimum cost.
All interest.
All interest. It's gonna give us your first born.
Just mortgage him off. You good,
Man.
So now, you know, interest rate is way lower because you take the credit conversation serious, and that goes with the stock market. Like I always put it off, like, damn, I want to get in the stocks. I know that'd be a good idea, but I don't know nothing about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, oh man.
Nervous to throw that,
Right.
that money you saved up. Like, I don't want to waste it.
I'm gonna get into it because I know it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And you never do it. So now, like now I'm in my 30s, and then stuff you start paying attention to. So you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when my boy come up, I'm gonna have bread set to the side for him. You know, teaching the concept, but not even just, you know, having a windfall of bread. Like as he's growing, like this is the concept of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how this works. I ain't gonna be, you know, like Furious Styles and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
You know what I'm saying? Give me the motherfucking gun. Not to be doing all that, man, but just, you know, spoon feed them so that by the time, you know, 18, 19, you know, whether you want to go to school or don't, you well versed in whatever it look like. Like, my daddy told me this. If I want to go this route, my daddy told me this. If I want to go this route, you know what I'm saying? So just putting that boy in position, because I know we were handicapped because our parents didn't tell us. So just like John said, you know, it's a progressional thing, and shit, tell them what's going on, and they be better off for it. You feel me?
Absolutely, man. I think it's important, you know, as a coach, that we start to understand how money works a little bit better.
Yeah. Right.
When I talk with some of my friends of other races and nationalities, like they have such this different view of money.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's like they work for them. A friend of mine, he's Jewish. He comes from like I'm talking.
They throw that rope down,
boy. Listen,
and that rope long as hell, bro.
Look. He comes. He got money, long money. I'm talking Will Chamberlain money,
old
money. But you know, he kind of put me onto the concept of making every dollar a soldier. You know, every dollar needs to be working for you.
Straight up.
Recruiting another dollar. If your money is not working for you, it's not doing you any good. Man, bank interest rate 0.01%. You know what I mean? So it's not doing you any good there. And then, you know, the concepts of investing, you know, minimal risks investments all the way up to like moderate and maximum risk investments, which would be kind of the stock market. And I would say that, you know, as we talk about the stock market, that's burnt money anyway. It's pretty much, you know, it's gambling. So I wouldn't go to take, you know, bet rent money on this stock.
Right.
You know, it's money that it's disposable income.
Right.
For the everyday Joe like us. Right. You know, we're not in the financial realm. But it's important to talk to our kids about money because, you know, even at the age of 3, I picked Caleb up from school and he said, I don't want to go home. I said, well, where you want to go, son? I want to go to the store. I said, well, you got money for the store? No. Do you know what money is? Huh? Like, all right, now, Caleb, this is $1. This is a quarter. Which one more?
He think the quarter more, my son.
Exactly, right?
You know, make noise, it's a circle.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's shiny.
Yeah.
And so, even having these conversations with, I was thinking in my head, man, this is stupid. He's not gonna remember this. But even having that conversation with him and him remembering it and hearing him later say, quarter. Like, I was like, okay. So, these conversations are starting to
stop shortchanging your kids.
Exactly.
My son, he be doing some shit. I'm like, man,
you paying real attention.
okay. Oh, you remember? Okay.
Oh yeah, bro.
They do it when they want to do it.
Exactly. So, just having those conversations early on, and I think the difference between, our culture and other cultures who are more, well versed with money, and money matters, is that they start those conversations as early as possible.
Yeah.
And so I think the more conversations we have, it builds on the knowledge, even if we are not all the way sure about what the knowledge is, just having those conversations so that they can go and kind of seek it for themselves. Well, my dad said this. Oh, it's not true? Dad, this is not true. Now he put me on game.
Right.
So just having those conversations, I think, is very, very important, especially for little black boys and girls growing up in this country.
Man, for sure.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with the stock market. Hope everybody out there getting rich.
Get this money, man.
And send us a donation.
Because we told you to go get it.
Yeah. Referral fee.
Yeah, straight up.
Referral fee. Yeah. Man, so what else going on in this world?
Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I get to see this boy in person, because we had the back and forth, even though, you go to the prior episode, I was like, man, I don't know if my boy's going to have it.
Yeah.
And I be damned.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Barely they had it.
The defense, the Tom Ball, shout out Bruce Arians, because everybody over there is black, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
So, but yeah, man, Bucks went up against the Packers. He's a Packer fan, Bucks fan. We ain't put no money on it this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just enjoyed the game and made it to that boy. And shit, I'm excited.
Y'all gonna let y'all sons play football?
For sure.
I am.
It ain't even a question.
But here's the thing, though.
Y'all already know.
Here's the thing, though. It's not gonna be me forcing it. Like, hey,
I agree.
you're gonna play football.
I agree.
What I'm gonna do is, like I always say, I'm gonna set the stage, right? So, soccer. Got a soccer ball, baseball, basketball, football. Yeah. And whichever one you kind of gravitate towards, that's what it's going to be. Now, for me, to be honest, I don't want him to play because the dangers of the game, right? Yeah. Like obviously they call it safer because shit, the game we used to watch back in the day, boys, they neck strong, you know what I'm saying?
But me, man, I'm getting down, baby.
Taking a hit, boy. I know that for sure. He gonna run out of bounds or he gonna slide.
Everybody not taking their business seriously. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say, if he comes to me and say, Dad, I want to play football. All right, now let the record show I don't want you to play, but I'm not gonna hold you back from playing.
Yeah.
And this is what could happen if you decide to play. Yeah. You could get injured. You know what I'm saying? You could have long-term, effects from playing football. You can get paralyzed.
Yeah.
You
Can you
die.
have that conversation like when he at a young age?
No,
Or as he gets older?
I think for me it'll be the first time. Flag don't count to me, bro.
Right.
No, not flag. We talking about football.
I'm thinking maybe high school varsity.
Nah, hell no, not even that.
Not
I'm
even
saying
late because these
no,
kids
yeah,
big and strong,
straight
man.
up, dog. Like, man, my
Middle school
homeboy-
kids get knocked around.
I fear having that conversation that early, you gonna put fear in him, he ain't gonna play right, dog. That's why
You're right. But here's the thing, though. I think there is a way to say, hey, but still go all the way.
Yeah.
You taking this gamble, so you know what come with it. Don't shortchange yourself, because if you're gonna do that shit, don't even go.
Yeah.
So you can still say, hey, this shit can happen.
Yeah.
But this is the chance you
The
can take.
approach to the conversation, and I think this is about the critical thinking stuff that we kind of talked about, allowing your kids to make informed decisions.
Right.
Like, here's the pros, here's the cons, here's the potential liabilities
And
of
then
it.
you win.
And then if you make this decision, that's a possibility. You know what I mean? If you don't make the decision, here's another possibility. And having the critical thinking skills to make an informed decision like that.
Thinking as an 8-year-old John, somebody would have came to me and told me that, it would have been like this. Where's the ball? I'm ready to play. Because it wasn't nothing else you could have taught me. I grew up, my brother, my cousin, I have another cousin that all played college ball. They played good in high school, college ball, and one of them made it to the pros. And my mindset growing up, I'm finna play this thing, man. And I was one of the best at it in Little League and in middle school, and I didn't play in high school because of the, you can get hurt type thing. And I played basketball Wish I would have ran track. Wish I
I'm
would
gonna
have
cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off right there. But you did say I came back later on. So the point being is the conversation still needs to be had because you remembered that.
Yeah, well, nobody really had the conversation. It was more so just like my brother was informing me like, hey, it's just a different level once you move up in the ranks. You know, like you could be the best in Little League, you could be the best in middle school. When you get to high school, the progression is just kids are getting bigger, stronger, faster. You know what I'm saying? So that mindset is different. What my approach would be, my son wants to play sports. I don't care what sport it is. You're gonna play it, find what you like. I'll never stop you from playing anything. But I've also introduced him to other things too. One of the things is the Black Dad Cast. Just being honest. My son, he likes to talk.
Yeah.
Why not use those talents in a different form?
Exactly.
I have a keyboard in the house. I bring it in, he bang on the keyboard. It's introducing them just multiple different things, because not every young black kid gotta be an athlete or a rapper, bro. They can do different things. Amanda Gordon, I can't remember her name. I mean, one of the most powerful poems we've ever heard, man. And she blew up, bro.
She's all over the place.
She is everywhere. And people are buying her books now, man. And she's got something to say that people need to hear. So you think about all those things. I want my son to know like he can do everything. I'm not disappointed if my son doesn't play sports. I just want him, whatever he chooses to do, go try to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? Don't shortchange yourself on it. If you're gonna play these sports, this is my element. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be in it, I'm gonna put you in everything you need to be in. I'm gonna train you. I'm gonna coach you, like I did my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be there as much as I can for however long I can. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to know, you know what I'm saying, the consequences and you know the lovely things that come with it.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, so I you know, and that's a good point, you know, and we don't want to make it seem like, oh, they have to play sports. We were just on football topic, so I wanted to get kind of those opinions.
Yeah.
But I think those are very important topics to have, like whether it's about sports or whether it's about, you know, being an orchestra band or, you know, being a painter,
I was a bandman.
You know, I was a band.
He was a thespian.
Boy, I was in everything.
He was
on
cheering
the
the team,
bass,
everything, man.
It was, it's important. I think to be well rounded in that. Speech of the debate was funny, but you know, as we talk about like those different things, of like what we would want our kids to be involved in, it hits a special place for me because you know I went to school. I got 2.5 degrees. I don't even know. I'm out here, you know, taking pictures and videos. So it's like, you know, it's I think if we have these conversations earlier, it helps them kind of find what it is that makes them happy and their purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
Level up on that.
Because the only thing my mom said was go to school. You know what I'm saying?
It was no way in school. Just go to school, get a degree.
Find something.
What you want to do in school. You want to be an engineer, a doctor. It was nothing like that. Just go to school.
Now you got a damn degree in art.
Yeah.
And what the hell, that boy's a paperweight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man, we're gonna get back to it. Second half. We hope y'all enjoyed that. I had a whole brain funk just now.
Hey man, I'll kick it up for you though. Man, I think one of the biggest things we really want to talk about, episode 1, is influential people. You know what I'm saying, that are non-parents. You know, I think growing up in this game, they always say it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the things about taking the village is having those people that come in your kids' lives that affect them. I just share a quick story, and then I'm gonna go round robin, so to speak. I talk about my sister. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that don't know, I have a twin sister who's in education. And she's been in education for almost 10 years, a little over 10 years now. And this was she got a text from a parent of a kid that she taught about 10 years ago. She's graduating high school. And she's got a scholarship to go to school educationally. And the parent texts my sister to tell her, like, thank you so much for being that to my kid. And it was because of you that introduced her to wanting to be more into their education.
I bet that feel.
And that was when she told me that, man. I was so happy for my sister because COVID is out here, and the teachers are going through a lot right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And our teachers out here are with your kids sometimes more than your parents.
Right.
You know, so I want to say the first influential people are your teachers. I know you talk about a teacher that you was really, really close to, that impacted you. And shout out to all you teachers out there that are out there teaching these kids, man. And I know it's tough.
Bad as hell.
Man, and I know it's even worse now.
Your kid is bad as hell.
So for sure, man, teachers definitely.
Especially my kid teachers.
Yeah.
No, he be giving them the blues.
Your son,
the BB Kings.
They got scroll and shit every time.
Oh man, you know what's funny? I think about when I was in school, my mom had to come check on me. Is we had the little pens, the little green, orange, yellow, red.
Uh-huh.
My mom came in there one time, my pen was on the floor. I was in so much trouble.
You got a U conduct.
Yeah. She's like, just drop your pen on the floor. You don't even need the bell. But now that's a very important topic. Again, shout out to the teachers. We really appreciate you, the teachers, first responders, everybody who's going through it. But as far as the teachers and being impactful, you know I did have a teacher like that, Ms. Dozier. She, my 11th grade AP English teacher, convinced me that I can be in any room. Convinced me that I can go to college. Convinced me that everything was possible, whatever it was I put my mind to.
Yeah.
And even though I had teachers that I liked and that liked me, like there was nobody who had invested in me.
Yeah.
Like that. And so as we talk about, whether it's teachers or not, like, who are those people that have invested into you that are not parents? And then part B of that is, who do you see in your circle that can invest in your kids in the same way that somebody invested in you?
Yeah, bro.
Shit, that's good. Well, I spoke on them in episode 10 or 9. And that's I call him my uncle, Jim Miles Jr. Was a mentor, father figure. Taught me the concept of faith, and was the first one that really paid attention to what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It was keeping up with me, it was staying on me. Whether it be about school, or just being a decent human. You know what I'm saying? I can say for sure, his guidance left an indelible mark on me. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up and going to church, like I told you, taught me the concept of faith. And this is when it was, okay, I got to move like this. He was the one that taught me if we arguing, if we discussing something with your spouse, keep it isolated. We're talking about that one thing. We're not bringing up everything from, something that you didn't speak on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, we dealing with this one right here. Taught me about not throwing out shit you can't take back. You know what I'm saying? And you would think these are like basic tenets, man, but you'd be surprised at some of the stuff that people don't know that they should know. And he was one of those for me. And even now, like I think about, like, man, what would Jim do? How would he handle the situation? You know what I'm saying? What steps would he take? And as far as who do I see in my circle now? Like, to be honest, y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I've been knowing Bolden, and I knew John through Bolden, but I got closer in knowing John more doing this. Yeah. And just the way he talks, just the way he speaks about stuff, how dedicated he is to his wife and to his son Baylor, and like how he handles his kid and how he interact with his kid. I know for certain that John, if Roman came to him and been like, Uncle John, what you think about woo? I know, you know what I'm saying, and you too. I don't know how to turn to, like, give him my flowers, give him John his flowers, but I know. I don't know how to turn it in.
Hey, it happens.
We're snipping them.
Come on, let me get I know.
Like flowers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know he would,
Man.
get my boy where he needed to go.
Same thing,
just because I see how he interacts with his kids. And I mean, obviously my brother's the same way. My brother Cam, he's my son's godfather. Like, and to be honest, man, my circle is tight. Anybody in my circle is like that. Like, and that's the thing about, you curate your own circle. You know what I'm saying? So, like, anybody that you feel like would handle you a certain way, that's who you would have around anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like just second nature. You know what I'm saying? But anybody in my circle is a person that my son can go to, and then would leave an indelible mark on them as well. You know what I'm saying? But I know sitting with you two brothers, man, y'all are that. I can see that in both of y'all. Yeah. So man, shout out to y'all.
It's crazy, man, because when you talk about people that are influential in your life, it's not just parents and teachers, but there are so many people out here that don't even know they're leaving impacts on people's lives. I mean, you think about the lunch lady. You think about the financial lady. Remember Bryson that went to college was the financial aid advisor that sat down with your counselor. That neighborhood cop that taught you right from wrong from time to time. You know what I'm saying? The Little League coaches. Just anybody. If you're an uncle, an aunt, a grandparent, like, you can impact the kid's life, just by being there and by sharing, just something simple with them.
Right.
That could last a lifetime.
And it's always these simple things, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? like you say with your daddy. Hey, don't come back to the house that you left me.
Look,
I get this shit, but like that is the simplest thing, and that's always the thing that's gonna leave that lasting impression on you.
Yeah, bro. I know we talked about football earlier, and I just want to, say this real quick, man. I played Little League football, and my coach, my Little League coach, just passed away due to COVID. He had cancer, beat cancer. COVID came and took him out, man. And I went to pay my respects yesterday. I found out last week, and I texted all my buddies. I'm thinking about this, man. Like, I played for this man 95 to 99. So we talking almost 20 plus years ago. All these friendships that I formed from that Little League team to now, my best friend is from that team. You know what I'm saying? He's like a brother to me. I talk to him all the time, and my coach was the one that put that team together, that formed that bond, and taught us preparation. He taught us dedication. He taught us perseverance. He taught us all these things. And then to go to the services after speaking to teammates and stuff, I wanted to make sure that I got up and spoke. And just hearing some of the stories that this man has done, he was a coach to everybody, even kids that he didn't even coach, man, they called him coach. He was just that kind of guy. I mean, he helped out all his friends, his family members. So I wanted to make sure I got on this episode and, thank my coach Rivera, man, and my coach Knight. He didn't pass away, but he's still here. But Coach Rivera, man, I really do appreciate what you've done for me in my life and all the kids that you've impacted, man. He was great. And one of the things, I know Maya Angelou said this before, man. This was one of her quotes, and it says, people may not remember what you said or what you did, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And when you were in his presence, he made you feel like you was important, that you was like number one topic right then and there. And he helped you and guided you through those situations, man. So I really wanted to say I appreciate y'all letting me have this little moment right now, man. But Coach Rivera, man, I love you, man. Love your family. Still keep up with them from time to time, man. It was just cool to see and share those laughs, man. And looking at my little self, I was the smallest kid on the team, man. And,
Help him was on the side.
Hey, I put the chin strap on, it was still wiggling, bro. But I'm still gonna get sick, bro. I'm gonna get sick. That's what it was, though, man. And he was one of the first non-family member father figure that was impactful in my life, man. And even as I got older, he was just so happy to see me graduate high school, and he was happy to know I was in college. He even helped me pay for a semester of tuition, man. Sent it to the school, no questions asked. Didn't even think twice about it, man. He just was that guy. He did it for so many people, man. But I want to say just, for me, man, he was very, very important to me, man. I really appreciate everything that he did, man. And I'm sure y'all, like you talking about, boy Jim.
Go ahead.
Those people in your lives, like they here, you appreciate them. When they're gone, you're like, man, I wish I would spend more time with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of the moments, bro, where you're like, man, at least I can remember those good times, bro. Right. And have that moment and be like, man, that dude. We had some laughs with that guy. That guy was crazy, bro. You drive 80 in a 20. You put your head down. In an F-250 tackling dummies flying out the back of the truck. I'm back there just dangling. He's telling me to hold on to the rail. Every time, bro. Every time, bro.
That's good. I think that comes back full circle. You know, when we talk about giving flowers, like don't hesitate. Yeah, man. Don't miss out on that opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That was serendipitous.
Bro.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Yes, sir.
That's good stuff, man.
Man, I was thinking about it, man, real quick. I just thought about, man, my mentor came to me in a dream, man, and I'm gonna get through this without crying.
There you go.
Man, he came to me, man. This was right before Tiana was pregnant. Roman was on the way, man. He came to me. He sat down with me. He said, son, I'm proud of you. And all you got to do is keep God in it, and you're going to be good. But he came to me in that dream and told me he was proud of me. And I woke up out of my sleep balling, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Balling, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm talking about just how bold is sitting on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I woke up out of my dream crying. I'm like, I really seen that man. He came to me and told me I was on the right track. And I know I'm making him proud. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm making him proud. Good feeling. For sure. Yeah.
You got through it?
I did.
You made it.
I woke up that morning. I'm talking about I was out of there. You asked Tiana, dog. She over there just.
Ain't it funny when you start crying and your wife trying to
say, dog. I said, man, anytime like my dad passed, I said, man, just be there.
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing you can say.
Yeah.
Just, your presence is
just sit right there.
Just say you don't have to ask questions.
All right.
Don't say nothing over like this. You want some tea?
My wife just paused and looked at me. What's wrong with you?
Oh man. So we want to hear your stories though. If you have any stories about figures that were important in your life, whether it was a coach, whether it was a teacher, or somebody that wasn't your parents, that was in your village that helped raise you. Let us hear those stories, man. We'll share some of them on the next episode.
Yeah. Also think about who you impacting right now, man, because you are touching somebody right now, man. Like my nephew is I know for sure one. Like he'd be excited to tell me his little stuff, like his baseball stuff. He's too excited, man. Yeah. Freshman made varsity
Shout out to Braylon. What?
Out there cooking.
So I'm excited for him, man. And I just feel happy that he, even thinks of me in that regard, man. So, and I know you do that for your nieces, bro. It's just good feeling. Same thing for your nieces and nephews.
I try to, just like you use that Maya Angelou quote, just to be a decent human. I try to make it to where every interaction that I have is memorable. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you never know. Somebody might be at a 9, and one little sideways look take it to a 10. And somebody doing something catastrophic. You feel me? So that's my thing is, that's always indirect to just make my interaction with people decent. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to holler at people, if you see them, you know what I'm saying, kind of going through, take it upon yourself to say, hey, it's gonna be good, and you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had, people come back and like, damn, I remember you told me this. I'm like, damn, I remember telling you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always working like that. Your life is not your own. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's always paying attention to you. Whatever your movements or how you handle the situation, they see your circumstances and they looking at you and see how you gonna take care of them. And that's what they gonna do. Like, damn, I seen such and such do this. This how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So always be cognizant of that and live your life always, because that's the case anyway. If somebody watching, they coming in behind you. You know what I'm saying? You toss them a little rope and they grabbing onto that rope that you talking.
You never know which photographer or videographer you're impacting right now.
Straight up.
A 5-year-old, 6-year-old
Straight
watching you with these cameras. Set
This
up.
dude here with these cameras and these recorders and all this stuff, everything we looking into right now.
You know, wires everywhere.
This man, yeah, it's a lot of shit going on right now. This man set all this stuff up.
Yeah, man. So it's just one of the things we talked about. You know, sports and other things. You just never know, man. You could be introducing somebody to something that could change their life right now, man. So it's just exciting, bro. It's exciting.
Straight up, bro. I enjoy it.
Gotta let that breathe. Say about that, man. So as we talked about at the beginning, you know, we got a big season coming up ahead of us. This is episode 1. You know, we all together in Houston. We thought we'd make it a little special for y'all. We got some other things that's coming. So stay tuned. Again, send us all of your topics, send us all of your questions, comments, all of your stories. We want to share that, man. We want to use this show as a beacon for those who may need it. Like you said, you never know who's watching. So, I mean, I feel good.
Yeah.
James Brown?
You know what I'm saying? I thought about it as soon as I said it. I was like, if anybody gonna get it, he gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is man.
Brown,
Maybe James Brown for Halloween this year.
See this bright nigga with this wig on.
Hey, you know
Put some Crisco on.
it with the wig on is enough, bro.
Yeah. But you know, I think we good on this one, man. I think I want to just toast to a great first season, an upcoming second season, and toast to our supporters out there. We appreciate y'all.
That's right.